Oh boy. Hold on. I should probably turn the camera on over here. Hey guys, it's Tuesday. I'm Doctor McFarland, and I have another mystery mauler here in front of me. This is one I've actually used a few times. Check 1, 2. Okay. But I just decided to let's plug it in and let's mess with some tones. I am using the CT6 from Kiesel. This is a very nice guitar. And I think I need to do some tuning here. Let's see. Hit it once. There we go. It does have a strobe style tuner. Let's see what I do. Today I did about 50 push-ups this morning before I head off to work, and just trying to make a daily habit of like doing some kind of exercise, so I can kind of get rid of my extra fat on my chest and my belly and all this stuff. I tell you what, it's not easy being in your 40s and then still wanting to eat brownies and cake and ice cream and all the things that you could eat when you were a kid, or at least in your 20s. At least I was able to anyway. Still got the TF5 here in front of me. You can see all this kind of stuff. It's a great board. I need to spend a little bit more time getting things dialed in, and actually just kind of learn more about it a little bit more. Like I can compress my vocal or not compress it as much, which is kind of neat. I do have a one knob EQ, so I can EQ my voice here just by turning one knob. The only thing I'm not a fan of is it has a little bit of fan noise. I don't know if you can really hear that or not, but I think it's coming off the back or off the sides or something maybe. So that does add a little extra noise floor to my overall studio. It's not just like dead quiet in here. So that might break me after a while. I love the board overall, and even for live use, this board would be great for any kind of live venue, church, bar, club, wherever you're at. The TF5 series is really, really nice. And I'm getting it so I can utilize the faders and all the aux ins and the built-in reverb and the built-in whatever. So that way when I'm working with bands, I can have a very fast workflow and everything's already patched in, ready to go. And I don't have to mess with a mouse moving around on the screen to adjust, headphone mixes and whatever else. So that's kind of the purpose of having a mixing board in your studio versus not. But let's see. It's not horrible. It's just like a little hush of like, just kind of underlying everything. Which I do have a gate on here. Let's see what happens if I turn this. Check. Maybe gotta turn the gate on. I don't know. Let's see here. The gate is not on. All right, let me turn the gate on here. So when I stop talking, now you should be hearing no hush. So that's pretty good. We're going to make this pre-fader going to the live stream here. All right, so I'll take some time this week to really get this dialed in just how I want it, and just let the workflow flow from there. So, all right, guys, what I have in front of me here is, like I said before, a mystery mauler. So let's just dial in some sounds and get back to our normal sound here. This addressed a comment I saw on a Facebook post. It was in the Toastmaster Pro group, and what's happening is the guy has a EVH stealth amplifier, so the full-on tube monster, and he was saying that he could not figure out, even with multiple maulers, how to get a 4-cable method going on his amp. And I'm like, all right, well, on any mauler, you really have to have an effects loop block turned on within your signal chain. Otherwise, the unit does not know that you have anything plugged into the effects return or the send and the return of the device. And therefore, nothing is getting to your send and return on the amp. And so all your delays and reverbs are like, hey, where did they go? So essentially, if you have nothing in your signal chain as far as an effects loop block, everything is going to the input of your amp. And if you turn it onto an overdrive or distortion channel on that amplifier, now all your delays and reverbs get very mushy sounding because they're going into this gain monster, and they're not sounding very good. They're not sounding clean and clear like they would if they were in the effects loop of the amplifier. So that's why you want to utilize the 4-cable method when using a multi-channel amp. Otherwise, you just keep it on the clean channel and maybe use the dirt pedals from the mauler to provide all your dirt, which is definitely a way to go. I currently have I have an effects only preset made on the Toastmaster Pro that has 3 different dirt pedals. It has a compressor that I can use a switch link to switch between. Then I have some tremolo. I have, what else do I have? I have the delay, a little bit of shimmery type reverb, and it works out great. So I am locking. This is cool. I am locking the EQ and the gate and the compression on this board. It makes things very easy to dial in. Let's mess around a little bit more with this EQ here. Kind of take out some low mids like so. And it's all very fun. Now there's another, I need to really memorize this screen because there's other things I need to be utilizing here. And I'm just not figuring it out. So my next goal this week is to learn how to save scenes on the board. So that way I can have a live stream scene and then a recording stream or a recording scene. And because some settings are slightly different depending on what I'm doing. So that'll make things even quicker when I come into the studio and maybe I'm doing like a vocal session with a vocalist and I've dialed in their vocal just right, and I want to go in and save a scene or store those settings for that vocalist on that vocal channel, and I'd be able to recall all that however I want. So it is what it is. Let me go over to 13 and 14 here. Like, for example, I need to be able to gang these two channels together. Matt, that's how you do it right there. Okay, so 13, 14. And 14, okay, those are already panned. That's good. All right, so let's see if this camera is turned on here. And it's not yet. But we will turn it on. All right, let's look at the mystery mauler here. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. What do we got? We are definitely not plugged in. Okay, maybe I'm not going to look at the mystery mauler. And that's fine. Let me know if my vocal and my guitar is loud enough. And I will go back to here. Okay, I don't think this is... Something's not plugged in correctly somewhere. I'll get that figured out. Sometimes it's better if you don't see what I'm doing. So that way you can actually just concentrate on the sounds and not any particular amp model or whatever. So what we're going to look at... I am currently on the natural amp model. Okay, let's switch over to Boutique. I'm going to turn the gain down and the level up. Maybe go to the middle position. Okay. Let's see. Bass, middle treble, presence, gain switch. So all these, you can't really bypass the cab, which is strange. Or like use your own IR. I mean, I guess you could, but I'm not seeing how to do that on this one. Here's a Supreme. Maximum. Now, obviously, that's more of a high gain type sound. We can go to the... Let's go to the bass here and turn it down. Juggernaut. X crunch. It's not that crunchy. You have to turn the gain up a little bit. Okay. X high gain. Let's do a tweed combo. So the Quilter Aviator Cub, which I have right over here, and also the UK version right here that I'm pointing at. They have 3 different inputs on the amp, and so you can get different topologies and just voicings of the preamp sound. And it's really, really good. And so for the US model, I'm really liking the tweed combo because it does have a smoother top end, a little bit more mid-range, and it just kind of fits the bill more times than not, really. Okay, so that's maybe... Let's go back. I should turn the gain back down. So I urge anybody out there who is new to the modeling world that I know there's like 100 different amps and tons of different overdrives and delays and reverbs, but really try to, at least like the first week or two, really just try to choose one amp, maybe 1 or 2 drives, a delay and a reverb, and like some kind of modulation effect, and let that be your sound for a while. And I think what you will find is, hello. So what you'll find is you kind of get all the temptation out of the way of wanting to just literally try everything. Because when you do that, you just don't play. There's no playing involved. And you could be practicing your scales, your arpeggios, your chord progressions, how you view the neck or the fretboard, and those kind of things are going to go a lot farther than having the best tone or the most ideal tone or whatever else. Especially guys like, if you're playing jazz, you literally don't need like anything other than your chops. Just a good basic amp tone, maybe a little reverb, and you're good to go. With that said, here's a little bit of reverb on. Okay, I am on the neck pickup here on my Kiesel, but and most modelers these days have a headphone jack, whether that's 1/8 inch or a 1/4 inch. And so whether you're in your living room, just sitting around practicing or playing or working on a set list for a show, or maybe you're a guitarist in a theater production of like Oklahoma or something, I don't know. A modeler gives you all the flexibility of just dialing in a sound and then making it be very consistent night after night, which is great. Which is really what you want. So I've been talking for a little bit here. If you have any questions at all about guitars, amps, pedals, recording gear, why I don't have any hair, I mean, just all the things. Nathan, why are you such a jerk? I mean, just ask me anything you want. There's a very excellent guitar player named Josh Meter. He has a signature model with Kiesel guitars, and I may or may not have ordered one today. And classic sunburst with a flame maple top. Ebony headstock with a mother of pearl Kiesel inlay. Just I might have done that. I'm not quite sure. I might have been asleep and I was unaware of what I was doing. But anyway, checking out his YouTube channel. This guy is like straight up, John Scofield, Pat Metheny, like all the jazz greats that you know and love. This is like the new kid on the block, the new modern version of like all those old cats that play like jazz and blues and stuff like that. So if you have a chance, I will leave actually go find one of his videos here. Let me go find a video, shall we? I've also been listening to a lot of Benson Boone here lately. I came across a American Idol audition he did like 3 or 4 years ago, and I was just really impressed. Not that he was on American Idol, but just the fact that I'm going to copy this link. Just the fact that, he was on the show and they said, hey, you can actually win this thing. And he was like, oh, really? Well, I probably don't even need you guys then. So there's a link to Josh Meter on YouTube. Go check him out. The keyboard player that he has playing with him is fantastic. The drummer is amazing. I'm sure he has a bass system of some sort. All right, so I see what's happening here on my board. Whenever there's a C in the name, that means compression is on, which is cool. I currently have the gate on, and I can see like a little G there. And it also tells me that there's 48 volts of phantom power on the microphone. So that's kind of neat. This is actually a really good opportunity here. I need to open up a microphone. So let's go ahead and do a quick unboxing and plug in a new mic, shall we? Let's do that. But as I'm getting this set up, make sure to ask me a question that you may or may not have. All right, so I've been working with this company for a few years now. They're called, what are they called? Tech Zone Audio Products. They are out of California. And it looks like they got a rip on there somehow. But here's a little quick unboxing, and we're going to set up a new microphone. So this is called the Stellar X3. It kind of reminds me of one of those Audio-Technica 2020s 4040s, 3040s, you know, whatever those kind of mics are. They did send this for me to make a review of, so I technically got it for free, but hey, my time is valuable. Burn-in test, 14 hours. So these are based out of California, and high pass filter and a 10 dB pad. Cool. It's nice. Throw it over here. It has a nice black case. So there you go. So anyone from TZ Audio Tech Zone, this is not my official review. I'm just opening it up here. So we have a nice bag, which is good. Have a nice bag. I'll throw this over here. Checking some comments. How can I capture my Neural DSP plugins? Vort nameless with the Headrush core. You're going to have to send out of your interface a preferably some kind of output. You're going to have to go to the output of your interface, into the core, into the input, and then follow the connection instructions, just like you would for a, like an amp. So you're going out of your interface into the input of the core, out of the core into one of the inputs on your interface. So you're making a nice loop, and then little SMR or whatever you call it. So it's got a nice big shock mount, a very nice shock mount. Let me actually, let's go here. Let's turn off the 48 volts phantom power, and I'll be right back. Check 1, 2. Check 1. Hey, hey. All right, so that's cool. Let's turn off the roll off there. So this is just a cardioid microphone. Let me kind of get in the light here so you can see me a little bit better. Get in the light. Yeah, so it's a cardioid microphone, and so it's just a front address mic. You can't talk into it from, like, from the side like this. You can't really do that. It needs to be this way. And so far it just looks like a pretty nice mic. So cool. All right, so I have captured many of plugin. I actually did a whole Kemper. I did a Kemper profile. There's also this thing. It kind of cuts down on pops, P's and pops, and all that. P pop, P pop, P pop, P pop, P pop. Cool. Kind of turn the gain down just a smidge. Yeah, so Kemper Profiler, I started off with the regular Helix, and then I was like, I could probably just use the plugin for this. So I literally went out of the interface into the Kemper, and then out of the Kemper back into an input on the interface, and made sure that the plugin was sending out the corresponding, you know, they were sending out the things. Audio recorder with 48 volts. Oh, that's nice. It says this is a Stellar X2, but this is definitely an X3 kind of thing. It's got a K67 style capsule. So kind of like a U67. It's got a transformerless JFET circuit. The Stellar X3 brand new transformerless circuit has been carefully tested and measured via audio injection to provide the best response from our capsule. Custom circuit features a new body design and a more reliable shock mount. The K67 capsule is carefully tuned by hand. It provides a better off-axis coloration and a smoother mid-range response than most other K67 style capsules. Yep. Quality control, warranty. Okay, let's grab an acoustic guitar here. Okay, acoustic guitar. So this is primarily where I sit when I'm recording. Like for example, I need to record a dobro part for a Fiverr gig because I'm on Fiverr, and I do all kinds of things on Fiverr. I mix songs, I master, I record dobro, I write number charts, which is the national number system, and what else do? I critique lyrics. So if you have lyrics that you're just not sure about, you can pay me $5 on Fiverr, and I will read them, and I'll give you my best, interpretation, and see if there's any improvements that I see in there. But anyway, let's load up this acoustic guitar here. Okay, that's pretty neat. The type of mic used, what is that type of mic used for? Just podcasts and stuff? No, it's literally it's just a condenser microphone, and you can literally use it for vocals. You can use it for drums, for guitar amps, for acoustic guitars. Literally anything you can put a mic on. So it doesn't have to just be for voiceover or podcasts. Though, I mean, you can easily use it for, live streaming, podcasting, I mean, whatever. But any kind of mic can be used for anything. This microphone here, let's see here. Check 1, 2, hey. Now I'm using this kind of microphone. And this is a shotgun mic, which means you can get it a little farther from your mouth and it'll pick up more directly, what you're talking into. And so yeah. And this kind of mic is good for like video shoots where you don't want to see the microphone, but you want to just like kind of, put it over the head, maybe just out of range from the view of the frame. And you can do that. And there's also, I don't see one right now, but I also have dynamic microphones like SM58s, SM57s, which is great for drums and percussion and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, all kinds of mic types, but the main kind are dynamic, condenser, and ribbon. And I currently don't have any ribbon microphones just because I really don't need them. Maybe if I was recording like a cello or a violin player, a nice ribbon mic would sound really cool. But for the most part, I just have condenser mics here at my desk and then some dynamics for when I need them. And but for everything else, I just use electronic drums, digital maulers, and all that kinds of stuff. So there you go. And we're back on this other microphone now. And that was quick and easy because I literally have faders like right here in front of me. So I can just pull that up, pull it down, whatever I want. Let's talk about real fast. When you're miking an acoustic guitar, this is the sound hole right here. So if you put the mic right in front of the sound hole, you're going to get a very boomy type sound. Okay, if I move it over kind of toward the bridge, move my cup out of the way here. If I move it toward the bridge, we get this kind of sound. Okay, and I'm right now currently getting a lot of compression. So let's turn down the compressor a little bit. Okay, that sounds pretty good. If I turn this, so now the microphone is pointing kind of toward the where the neck meets the body in this area. I'm getting less bass because it's it's not as close to the sound hole. And I should be getting a brighter sound. Okay. Pretty good. My guitar is out of tune. But anyway, that's a few different miking options for acoustic guitars. I've seen people like put the mic over the shoulder and kind of like pointing down. But honestly, I mean, the 12th fret area here on an acoustic, this kind of area right here, is really all you need for acoustic recording. If you wanted to do like a stereo kind of thing, you could have a mic pointing at the 12th fret and then a mic pointing more like at the bridge and saddle area, and then just kind of blend those together. So that way you get a bright sound and you get a very dark and warm sound, and you can just kind of balance those two tones as you need in the mix. Bridge position sounds better. Well, there you go. There you go. Let's try this out. You could also put the mic farther away, which will give you less bass response. Let's try this out real fast, and then we can be done for the day. Uh-oh. Baby beluga. I don't know what that means. What does that even mean, man? All right, I'm not going to show my screen because it's not that important, but I'm going to pull this up. Let's make a new session here. A new sesh. Let's move this over here. And we're going to do two different mic positions. We're going to do the bridge and then the neck, kind of, you know, the 12th fret area. You can hear what the difference is, hopefully. Make this a little smaller on the screen. All right, so I'm going to need 2 tracks. And this is also just basics of recording here, folks. Basics of recording. I am on input 24, which is great. Hey, 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 check 1. All right, so here we go. This is going to be the, let me label these. I'm just going to call it B and N for bridge and neck. Okay. Let me record to a metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Now we're going to put it in front of the bridge area. Let me get over here. Yep. All right, switch around these things. And now we're going to do 2 bars of pre-roll and come in on the acoustic on the other one. Let me turn down the volume here. Actually, I'll just mute it. It would help if I set the right input for this track, which is 24. Here we go. One more time. Okay. Now something really cool you can do in production is you can double track things just like that. And then you can pan them hard left and right, which is what we're about to do. We about to do it right now. We'll call this acoustic test. All right, so first of all, let's put this in loop mode. Yeah, we're gonna loop it. All right, so that's the bridge. And here's the neck. See, it's very bright. But now, if we play both of them, do that kind of thing. Now you should be hearing a nice stereo image of the two guitars. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. So you can, have all the reverb on your voice if you need to while you're recording, while you're live streaming. You can do all that kinds of stuff. Yes, that's a nice little thing. So now what do we have here? Okay, we're on 120 beats per minute. So now let's go in and let's just add a little drum groove, shall we? Just a little drum groove, nothing too crazy. We're gonna make this. All right, actually, let's add some. We're gonna add a calypso something here. Check this out. All right, here we go. I don't like that. So this is a Harrison mix bus, and it just has, whatever bundled content that you can use to accentuate your productions. So that's an option. And option. What's the drum set here? Okay, let's do this is called High Life, which I'm pretty sure is based off of a certain song. Yep. All right, so there you go. Yeah, the bridge by itself is great. I think when you add in the brighter mic position, then you can just pan them. You get this nice, wide sound, especially when you double track it. It's not the same when you have two mics on the same performance. You need to have two different performances with a different mic position, and then you pan them, and that's when you get the really wide type sound. Otherwise, you just get you get a fuller performance, single performance when you have two mics. Yes, that's very true. But for a true double tracking, you literally need to play it again. It can't be a stereo XLR out of your guitar modeler. And yes, you're getting stereo. And then if you pan them hard left and right, you're getting a nice big sound, but not as big as if you were to pick a tone and then play it again with a slightly different tone and then pan those hard left and right. Especially for like hard rock, or really for any kind of guitar tracking, whether that's for electric guitar, acoustic guitar, just literally anything out there that you're trying to record with. So, it's 5:02. I need to eat some dinner real fast and then hit the road for some guitar lessons I'm teaching tonight for the SO ministry here for First Baptist Church, Murfreesboro. And I think the first week I started off with 3 students, and then last week 3 more came, and one was a lefty. So, deal with that as you can. But this guitar's still loud too, but it's fine. All right, guys. Thanks for everyone for watching. I'm going to just loop this for a little bit as we play out. And if you're not subscribed already, be sure to subscribe down below and click the bell. I go live every Tuesday from 4 to 5, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. There are affiliate links in the description of all my videos. So if you happen to be shopping on Zounds.com or Sweetwater or Amazon, whether that's buying toilet paper or a new guitar, Amazon from toilet paper, obviously. You're not going to buy toilet paper from Sweetwater, but I guess you could. But yeah, if you're going to shop there anyway and you want to help support the channel, then click through my links, and I greatly appreciate that. And then you can check out drmcfarlandstudios.com, where I do have Headrush courses, preset bundles and packs for literally all the different modelers out there, except for Quad Cortex. Actually, do I have a Quad Cortex? I don't remember. It's fine. And so yeah, multiple different ways to help support the channel. And until next week, or until the next live stream, I'll see you later. I do have some video footage I need to shoot tonight, and then go ahead and edit out a few videos for the rest of this week and going on into the next week, because I'm kind of getting behind on some video production stuff here. So, all right, y'all have a great rest of your night, and I am Dr. McFarland. I will see you in the next video. Keep rocking.